You are listening to an Energy Live News podcast.
Eco-protesters have dug a 100-foot-long tunnel under central London to try and halt the HS2 rail development. Around half a dozen protesters from the group HS2 Rebellion have spent the last 6 months digging a tunnel under Euston train station and are refusing to come out. I spoke to Lars Maxey and Howard Rees, two of the protesters, about their aims and conditions underground.
So it's day 6 in the big tunnel household, and I certainly want to give a message of massive thanks to everyone that's helped us. This is a vital time. It's the climate and ecological emergency. This is the biggest threat humanity's ever faced. Even the US president is now talking about that. So we need everyone to step up. The science is so clear. This is the time. We have to turn this around, and cancelling this eviction, cancelling HS2 has to be the start of really addressing the climate and ecological emergency. So please, everyone, carry on the support, carry on the action. Let's do this.
So I would like to ask you how things are in the tunnel.
They're good. Obviously, much has been made about the problems that there have been down there, but actually, currently, everything is fine and everybody's very happy.
Mm-hmm. There was a statement, I don't know, Howard, if you have the chance to see the statement coming from HS2 yesterday, that they were saying that the activists have dug a poorly constructed tunnel and the weather conditions have worsened, and further heavy rain probably could lead to the tunnel becoming even more unstable, putting their lives in danger, in risk.
Yeah, so obviously that's nonsense, as you would expect from HS2, who have, an agenda.
Yeah.
Just as we have an agenda. In fairness, it's already out there in the public sphere what we've been saying, and indeed the evidence that we've provided of what HS2 has done and of the impact that has had in terms of dropping heavy logs from heights above the roof of the tunnel, and the problems that has caused underground, and also removing our drainage system and tipping huge amounts of water from that system onto the ground where the tunnel is all at one go, which has also caused problems in the tunnel. But that notwithstanding, there are no problems in the tunnel. There haven't been any like major tunnel collapses. We're talking about slippage that has been dealt with. Mm-hmm. It's obviously not comfortable in there for people. It wouldn't be comfortable in there at the best of times, but particularly if they're having water channeled down there, then nobody likes being muddy, particularly. But there's no danger. They're perfectly safe. I've been down the tunnel, and it's incredibly well built. They've taken enormous amounts of care. They've used serious construction materials, mm-hmm. like proper joists. Everything reinforced beyond what it needs to be, with a real kind of margin for error. So, you can't say they're in no danger.
Yeah. Howard,
anyone who's underground at any time, there's always a risk. Mm-hmm. But they've done everything that you could realistically expect them to mitigate for that.
In terms of the air quality, because they mentioned that the activists prevent them to check the air quality, as they supply the activists with a few things, and they are putting themselves in even greater danger as carbon dioxide can build up in the tunnel. What have you say about that?
Okay, so obviously people have been in the tunnel day in, day out for months, mm-hmm. digging it, and have been absolutely fine. We had a system of pipes and fans to make sure that the tunnels remained aerated. I believe those have now been removed by the bailiffs and replaced with their own. And their own should obviously be of a higher standard than ours, because ours are fashioned from the like household items, things that they're not. It's not specialist kit.
Yeah.
What we were using, it was clearly up to the job because everybody has been fine. But what the bailiffs, have is actually designed and built for purpose. So with that in place, there should be no problem. There was a serious concern at the beginning because they only brought one air compressor, not two. So one of the tunnels was not being provided with air for a substantial period of time at the beginning, and obviously that was of concern. But I believe that situation has now been rectified. It is their responsibility once they have begun eviction proceedings. They have a duty of care for the people in the tunnel, and so it is actually their responsibility in law to provide us with air. And obviously they are doing that because not to having removed our own devices would not, well, it would be murder.
So how are
so it's baseless to suggest that there's a problem.
what's the plan right now? I mean, do you plan to get out of the tunnel?
No. Heavens no. No, people won't be leaving the tunnel of their own volition unless HS2 is cancelled.
In response, HS2 gave this statement to ELN.
When taking possession of land and removing illegal trespassers, the safety of all concerned is always HS2's first priority. The clearance of Euston Square Gardens has required careful planning and dangerous work by highly skilled experts to try and remove protesters from perilous situations in trees and underground. The activists at Euston have dug a crude and poorly constructed tunnel. In the past 24 hours, the weather conditions have worsened and further heavy rain and sleet is forecast, which could lead to the tunnel becoming even more unstable. We are concerned that the occupants of the tunnel are now impeding efforts to help them, shutting themselves off underground and preventing us from checking air quality as we supply them with air. As carbon dioxide can build up in the tunnel, they are putting themselves in even greater danger. Highly experienced and specialist skilled professionals are leading this operation. HS2, paramedics and the Metropolitan Police have all spoken to those in the tunnel to warn them of the dangers they have put themselves in, but still they refuse to come out. The London Fire Brigade have attended site to prepare any rescue plans. These activists have had multiple opportunities to remove themselves from the danger they have put themselves in. For their own safety and the safety of our staff and the emergency service personnel at Euston, we urge them to get out of the tunnel.